Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and welcome back to FM Youth Factory. This is episode 76, and we are continuing on with our season. It's still early in the year. We're going to take this year much slower than previous ones until we're assured that we're either going to be relegated or that we are going to have safety. Otherwise, it's going to make for a lot more actual on-field action this season. This is the first of 4 straight super important games for us, though, as all of them are opportunities. They're against opposition. Oh, so close on that one to already getting on the board here in just the 3rd minute. Better shot probably would have managed to get in the back of the net, but it was pretty much straight at the keeper, and even then the keeper barely was able to stop that one. What was the corner? Okay. I'm not sure how that ended up a corner when it looked like it went in the back of the net, but I'll take it. We don't have any shots when we already managed to, Homedale might have been offside here. No flag raised, though. Close call on that one. It should have been our second on-target shot, but anyway. These 4 games, problem with them is it's 3 road games. So it's not going to be easy for us. There's a great through ball for Homedale. Definitely onside that time, and it's in the back of the net. He was behind that center back, but there was a full back just to the other side, or another center back if there's 3 of them playing back line. That had retreated. You can see him there on top, had retreated, and he tried to check his run and pull back, but it was too late. And he played Homedale onside, and we lead 1-0. I don't know how that first shot didn't register when there was no flag raised or anything. It was a legitimate shot, and it was, pushed out for a corner. But this one is awfully close to whether that was onside or not, and Olin makes a dangerous standing tackle, but completes the tackle cleanly, or so it seems. Certainly no call anyway. Getting so much stuttering in the game here lately, and I think it's coming down to one simple fact. My graphics card is just it's on its last legs, even though it's only a couple years old. It was clearly a model that just wasn't optimized and has a short shelf life. It's actually already the 2nd version of this 2070 Super that I have, but I have a 3080 max version or whatever. I got a 3080 on the way. It should be here next week, so maybe by our next episode it'll be here for today. Sorry about the fact that I will likely have some stuttering throughout the episode, not just in the early moments of this game here, as we have a huge crowd on hand. Moen, comfortable save, looked like it was going wide anyway, but 8-2 apparently on shots. Though, again, we had that other shot. Oh, bad giveaway there. Can we recover the ball? No. There is a highlight in here somewhere, so let's hope it's still ours as we have recovered the ball. Urbakin, nice possession pass there. Osby at a little space. Finds Modeste out wide. Modeste still in for Andreasen. Still coming back from his injury. And we are still Holth coming back from his injury, still only cleared for 45. So Nilsson gets a start as Homedale chips the keeper, totally had him beat, hits the underside of the crossbar, and just comes back out as we hit halftime. First of our shots off target. Apparently they have amassed a good amount of XG already in this one, though in the secondary half of that half, as in the 2nd quarter essentially of that first half, or of the game, they only had like 1 shot, maybe 2. I think we were at 8-3, and then that made it 9-4, so 2 shots. So we settled down pretty quick. Possession wise, we're not much better than them. They do look very capable of getting a score. Game go Ostby both on yellow cards. Anyway, I have a not entirely new, but quite a few new parts including a new case, because this graphics card 3080 is massive. Doesn't fit with my old case. All the other parts have arrived, but I'm still waiting on that graphics card to put things together, so that's coming. Speaking of coming, with FM23 release date having been announced so far, as Modesk retreats well to pick up that ball and recover possession for us here, as another long one there, and this time nobody is near. He's going to turn that back, and thought he was still offside, but apparently not. He had maybe just inched his way back onside there from a definite offside position that he was coming back from. But anyway, with the release date of FM23, even though there is literally Homedale, what a header there. Jonas Gay is through, and he's curled that around the keeper, and it's 2-0 now. And now it's already time to start thinking about trying to secure this lead. For one thing, we're going to quickly switch to cautious, though we are not going to go defensive, because again, this is a possession-based. When we go too deep, when we get too defensive, things tend to go awry for us. Hovland does well in space there, but Jonas Gay clears away. That's well offside. There's the flag. I'm really excited for the release, even though we have no idea, what new features there are going to be. And that comes down largely to the fact that I know what my next series is going to be. This series will wrap up when we start another offside. No flag. Wow. Come on. Dude's like 5 yards offside there. Anyway, I know what the next series is. All the way down to the point that I literally know my fictional stadium, because it is going to be a custom team like this one, though it is not Youth Factory. Though there's going to be a similar type concept, but it's not Youth Factory. It's not making a comeback to the start of next year. I do have a new series idea, and but I know details all the way down to the literal piece of green grass in a park, in a city, in a well, I'll reveal this little detail, I suppose, in a city in London, not London, a city in England, not London. As it's 3-0 now, by the way. Bergam scores that one. Osby Murbakken. Great turn. Chip over the top for Bergam, and he just outruns his man. And one times that one into the bottom left corner. Keeper maybe should do a little better there, but definitely that center back should do a lot better there. And with just a handful of shots, we find ourselves up, and up well. Let's start thinking about those substitutions, get these yellow cards out of there. Let's maybe start with Christian Hole and Jonas Gay, and then go from there. What do I even have for another option? Karzik, I guess, is our man out there on the right-hand side. Maybe we drop Homedale down. Homedale's a lot more comfortable playing back there than Karzik, and would strengthen our midfield. We don't need more goals right now. But yes, I do, because when you make a stadium in the editor for this game, it's important that you locate where that stadium is, because they do use FM. I don't know how they calculate it, but they do use population base as part of your can you put butts in seats. So that one scrapes the very top of the crossbar, and we're into stoppage time. So this game is all but done. 15 more seconds. Homedale in possession. Bergam, those two link together so well, even when they are, one of them anyway, out of position. And there you go. Final whistle. 3-0 in a game that we supposedly weren't the better team. But we had 5 shots on target out of 6. And really it was 6 out of 7, because I don't know what happened with that first one. There was no flag of any kind. There was no whistle that we knew of. And it was a shot on target. Should have been a corner kick. But anyway, That was, in the 3rd minute. Our first shot didn't register until about the 10th minute. We were more clinical, though. The chances we had were better chances. And even though they kept piling up the XG, Moen never really looked troubled in that game. 21 attempts, 8 on target, and none of those looked hugely threatening. I'm surprised we didn't get more XG, even though we had fewer overall shots. They were good looks, every last one of them. I mean, we scraped the underside of the bar, was the only off-target shot. That hit the frame. I don't know why we don't call those on target, but we don't. Target is that frame and inside of it. They just call the inside of it. I get it. Obviously, it makes sense on what is on target and what isn't, but to a larger extent, that framework being the target itself, even though, yes, the interior of it is what we're aiming for, we hit the interior of it. 75% of the time, that ball's going to slide off that bar and land in the back of the net, as opposed to be repulsed by it. That location of it, anyway, where it drops pretty much straight down. Anyway, great game. 3 points. Already 6 on the season in just 4 matches played. Making those next couple league matches, even though they two are, or one of those two is on the road, making them less important because our ratio of 3 points from every 3 matches, well, we got 6 from 4, so we have a couple matches to spare right now, and then we'll have 3 matches to get the next win. So, we're now in a window of 5 matches to get our next win in the league to stay on rate for survivability. And the reason for, those 4 matches being important is we have some winnable games like this. They were 1 spot ahead of us in the standings. This will push us ahead of them. And they were right about where they belong in the standings. So are we better than them? Does that put us clear? Well, today would suggest probably yes. The other match, our next match, it's a cup one. 3rd round. Homedale and Bergam have swept the top 2 steps of the Goal of the Week award, so great job for them on that one. And Nielsen, in his first appearance, makes the team of the week. Moen and Bergam also on that team. Wow, fantastic job there. 3rd round cup action. We are, for the first time in a very long time, in a very, very favorable matchup in the cup. And it's midweek, it's only a couple days after the match we just played, and we have another match in 3 days. So definite squad rotation in for this one, but I didn't want to go crazy with the squad rotation. I wanted to make sure we take care of things, as Bergam did look offside there, had not gotten back onside as of yet. That looked like it was out, but we've recovered the ball anyway, and Bergam has a chance to go through, but lays it off. Modeste with the cross, and Hartman, one of our squad rotation guys, getting his first senior appearance in at right mid. Merbakken, Homedale off the crossbar. Oh, so close. One area that I kept the same for consistency and to make sure that we were good to go, though I will sub them early if given the opportunity, as in if we're taking care of business. That's Bergam and Homedale are still on top. Modeste still getting the start at left mid because Andreasen is still not cleared. That's a bit much. I would love to sub Modeste out as soon as possible as well, just because he's getting a lot of games in at the moment. At some point here, we will switch to Andreasen as he gets cleared, and that'll, take care of his fatigue, but still only want to play so many times back to back to back like this. Ostby and Merbakken both in because we really don't have the squad depth in midfield. So that is one area that I'm concerned about short term, as Hartman gets a great chance on that one. Really tough angle. Hits the post, but hits the outside of it, and it goes wide. But then Hartman, there's the first, appearance of somebody else. And like I said, that's his first ever start for us, first ever appearance for us. And then Hull, who's been playing plenty off the bench. This is one of our big-time prospects, but he's behind Janssen. He's behind, easily one of our strongest players. So Hull not getting a ton of appearances. And so, we get him in today, anchoring that midfield, where it should be a little easier task. Nielsen gets another go, even though Holth is now cleared. And I wanted to get Holth some minutes because we need to build his fitness, as Homedale kind of steals that one away from Hartman, and then from a bad angle, spinning his body, rotating over top to swing through and kick that ball. Can't quite come around on it enough, and goes wide. Zalwolf in goal. There's another, and Foley in place. So we've taken out two of our three starters. Ooh, that looked like a handball. Two of our three starters in the back line, and the keeper, and that anchor. So, Modeste gets on the end of that one. Defense totally fooled by our obvious intentional missed header there to leave that for the teammate. No, actually, that was their missed header. Defense can't get up, can't rise high enough to clear that one away. And Modeste, who continues his run, reacts to it, places it in the back of the net, and it's 1-0. If we can get a couple goal lead here, even if it's first half, I think I'll wait till halftime, but Hartman, good chance. So nearly beats the keeper. He needed to put a little more on that one. Almost had him beat, but didn't quite apply enough force behind that ball. Well placed in that bottom left corner. Going against the keeper there. Bergam! Third goal of the season for him. That's it so far. Actually, it's still pretty early in the year, and of course we are at our goal average is going to go down a lot this year, playing in the top flight. But Bergam, beautiful one there. 14 shots, 8 on target already, 2-0. We've got that halftime lead that we need, so either Bergam or Homedale, and eventually both, will be subbed out at halftime. We'll start with those two, and then we'll see what we can do about getting somebody else. Bergam, no flag. Players raising their arms for them. I'd have to see the replay. I do not know if this was onside or not. It was definitely close. It was questionable. Homedale, we're onside now. That's definitely on. Easily on. Actually, it wasn't even that close. So I was questioning the legitimacy of that goal more than I needed to, as it was quite easily on. The timing of that run was well timed. And we headed into halftime up 3-0. My goal for the remainder of this one is to take no injuries and rest as many starters as I can. So we will be using up probably 2 subs right now, and then save the third one for injuries, and make that sub somewhere around 70-75 depending on what the score is. But I'll go ahead and push forward to our next game. Game 3 of our 4-game set, and we've won those first 2. Though that other game, second half with Ginkarzik in instead of Bergam, was a different story. We were not as creative. But when they had a guy sent off for a second yellow card, the game completely changed after they went down a man. 11-10 on the pitch, changed their formation, and they got aggressive. And we actually only ended up just hanging on to a 3-2 win. Stoppage time was the second goal to cut the lead in half, but they'd been threatening throughout that second half. So we went from totally dominant to barely winning, as here, Bergam, golden opportunity, and he scrapes the bar just on the outside edge of the post. Really easy goal opportunity there. Full strength squad today, and Jonas Gay gets us off to a good start with a 1-0 lead here inside the first 20 minutes. HamCam is the opponent, and like I said, this is the third of 4 really important matches where we were hoping to get, for me, minimum expectation was 6 points. Right through the legs. We call that the 5-hole. If you're a hockey fan, you know why they call that the 5-hole. And Yeah, that's fantastic start there. Good XG from that one. Both opportunities have been pretty good. I'm actually surprised our XG isn't a bit higher based on the 2 opportunities that we have had on goal so far in this one. But if we can take care of business today and have 9 points from 5 matches in the league, that becomes territory to start speeding up the season for a little while. And depending on when and where we are able to grab points over the next 6 to 8 games or so, as long as we do score some points through that quick sim over the next 6 to 8 matches, we might be able to continue that trend. I'm not worried about European places this season, even if we are trending upward. Not my concern as of yet. I just want to stabilize in the league. If we finish higher than expected, awesome. I just want to make sure we're not going to get relegated. All right, so second half underway. No changes at this point. However, Andreasen is back. Finally, he was cleared to play 75 minutes, but his fitness level, fatigue-wise, entering this one was not great. So I'm not planning on playing him all 75 that he was cleared to play. I'm thinking an hour, probably tops. So looking at him, he's already looking pretty tired. So it might not even be much longer as Murbachen should have doubled the league there. That is twice now we have missed in that bottom right corner with pretty easy finishes and couldn't finish. Bottleglimt and Stromsgodset tied at 1. That would be a good result for us, as we gain 2 points on both of them as long as we hang on here. And both of them, are similar to us in the standings. Andreasen also on a yellow and has played that hour now. Let's go ahead and bring on Modeste. Get him out of here before something bad happens. And we're having a really quiet day with a lot of guys. Already 68th minute here. And again, we don't want to just suddenly go ultra defensive, as we've seen how poorly that goes. Modeste in with a chance there. Desperate sliding tackle, gets the ball, and they're able to clear that one away. But here we are, 11-7 on chances. We've only had 1 on target, and that's the one in the goal. And Bergam! Okay. Doubles the lead. His 3rd goal of the season. 4th goal of the season, is it? 5th goal. He had 2 in that match before we subbed him off at half. Homedale's tired. Let's go ahead and get him out of here. We'll bring in Genkarjic with 2. We're fine. And let's go ahead and time waste just a little bit. Don't need to go crazy. Holth is tired. Let's go ahead and bring on Nilsson again. Get him some more experience. Oof. Lost but recovered. Genkarjic gets a chance, but it's blocked. The shot didn't look like it was terribly threatening anyway. Olim, Murbachen, and Ostby finds Genkarjic again. He's going to try to chip the keeper and misses that one pretty wildly. Was not very close. Viking Lillstrom are at 2-2. Their games are close. Into stoppage time. This one should be just about sealed. Modeste. Nice one there. Jonas Gate gets to that. No idea why the defender doesn't even try to get in on that one. And that's all 3 subs already, so I don't have any remaining. Let's go ahead and go cautious for the last few minutes. Moen should have hung on to that one, but doesn't. And fortunately, they blast that one into row Z. Somebody was called offside, it looks like. 2 minutes to go in stoppage time only now. And we are just about done with this. I mean, you can, even if they scored, you can just about stall another 2 minutes just resetting. And while having the ball, it's a little hard for them to put the ball in the back of the net right now. Jonas Gay is through. 3. Seals the deal. Nice. Go ahead and time waste some more. Play for set pieces. And that should do it. And that should do it for this episode. We are going to go ahead and use that quick sim now and push forward to the midpoint of the season. 9 points early on is a fantastic start for us. Again, the target for this season was 1 point per match over, 36? We've got 9 and just 5. So we are cruising right now to, we could play another 7 matches before we have to have 3 more points, ratio-wise. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.